Well, howdy doody. What are we doing today? You know, I got tons of things to do. But you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to add another thing of algae cure in my pond. I'm going to do some blue bayou to give my pond a nice pretty blue effect. And I got all the dogs locked down because I don't want them being able to run into my pond here and get sick. So that's what I'm doing right now, everybody. Get ready to walk around the pond, and I'm stuck in my own barn because it just doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Sometimes I just don't understand things on how. So I'm locked in my barn. I don't know why Brian. I don't understand why Brian did what he did. That makes no sense. Oh well, I'm gonna have to carry with my two hands, for you guys sit here and watch me go down to the pond and start to add my product. And yeah, what I'm doing today was really weird. Roland, a good friend of mine that's a big motorcycle enthusiast, he's wanting to come over to my house and talk about a big trip he's got planned in June. And I'm thinking, he doesn't watch my channel. I know he doesn't watch my channel, because if you watch my channel, if he's coming over here to present to me, he's wanting me to go on a traveling road trip with him. It's like, do you actually know what's going on in my life right now? So, I don't know. But it's weird how he's coming over to my house to tell me about his June planned trip. And this guy, he's a true motorcycle enthusiast, where he rides all the time. Big difference in his life is, he's retired, he's got a wife, all his kids are grown up, so he's a free man. And his wife doesn't object to him leaving on a motorcycle and being gone for weeks at a time. So for me, it's like, there's no way. You know, right now my schedule in June of having to go down and see my father and my mother's celebration of life, then Brian, who works for me, is going to be gone for close to a week. So it's like, I am filled to the brim. And so I don't know, kind of weird. And if you kind of watch my channel, you know what I'm talking about here on my schedule. Because if you follow me, you know. So now here's the trick. This here is nasty stuff. So see, the undergrowth is still here. And the snapping turtle that usually comes around, I don't see him here as he lurches out. So weird. This looks like different product from the last time I did it. But see, the undergrowth here is so bad. You see this? See, it's really taking over the pond. You know, I wish this stuff would kill. I'm stepping in the water. I'm not doing a very good job here, but I'm just trying to really treat this pond so that it clears itself up. And this would be such a beautiful pond if the lily pads were gone. But the reality is, I'll have to drain the pond to be able to do that. So videoing this one-handed, doing this one-handed, this ain't easy, everybody. But hey, I'm up for the adventure. How are you? And like I say, the dogs are all locked down. So I just do a little bit here, a little bit there, and now let's go to the other side, because I'll run out of my room of doing this. So believe it or not, just throwing this little bit amount here and there, it does more than you realize. So now I'll go to the other side. You know, these little chemicals, they're all the minnow. So the goal here is to really get this pond cleared up. And yeah, there it is. Now, I told Roland to text me. Oh, so get this. A guy reached out on Saturday and said he's going to come up here about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock Monday, and look at my Harley Davidson CVO bike. And I said, be sure to text me before you leave. Otherwise, I'll forget about you, and I'll be out in the field working, and you'll show up, and I won't be here. So now what I do, so I can put some here. See this running active stream here? So to me, just pouring some in here, that really disperses it as well. And I don't put it up here. I don't put it up here because I don't really need to, plus I don't want the dogs. So there's the turtle. Look, this guy, one guy's saying get rid of them. Yeah, but these turtles have lived in my pond forever. And I definitely have to be aware. Right now, he's over here now, hanging out in this creek for the dogs. So one guy's like, get rid of them, but there's been snapping turtles in my pond. One guy years ago claimed I had a ton of them in his pond. So this area over here. See, this is really heavy over here. So, I don't know. I mean, the one bottle I did one bottle, what, a few weeks ago? That did a pretty good job. Well, I need a second bottle. No, a third bottle. I'm sorry. But this bottle is just about out. So, that's pretty much it, everybody. So what does that do? I mean, even for me, when I did it the last time, I thought, you know, come on. But it did a good job. It did get rid of a lot of the algae on the surface. So what I could do, I could definitely put this guy you get a garbage can, and I could maneuver him into the garbage can. Then I could take him up the road, but I have to take him to a whole different area and try to find him a decent area to hang out in. And so there's no doubt that thing really is more so. This guy here really has been more so a nuisance than others because he just keeps on hanging out around here and he won't go back in the damn pond. So that's a challenge now for me. So now what I can do, this thing needs some more liquid in it. I'll just put this thing here to finish it all off by filling up the container and just let it all go down there like that. See if I get more. See that? Decent amount still in there, hidden there. And that's something, everybody. Now the next thing is I want to tint the pond, and I'm going to use my tint, or whatever you want to call it. Pretty incredible. I'm still getting this amount of material out of this bottle. I'm amazed. There's even more in there. Wow. That's crazy. This thing's swirled around. Got it on me. Look at that. Wow. Pretty much got it now. Yeah, so now, not good for me to have it. So now let's get this stuff over here. So you wipe it off here in the grass. Die of something, won't I? This one here, same thing. Do I want a blue pond? Guess we'll find out. Right? But the blue pond, is this thing going to be like see-through? And can you see the bottom now? Because I'm doing all this. Look at that stuff is splattering everywhere. I did this years ago. So I got a sink of doing it. I just kind of forgot about it. be very honest with you, because it's never here. Always going somewhere, and so that changes everything. Let's see here. So if I got that snapping turtle, just trying to think of where I could take him, and would it be as easy as they say it is, as I get snapper turtle attached to my body, right? Come up here. He's been here for quite a while. All right, so let's see how that disperses itself and gives me a blue tint pond. And I only wish the lily pads would die, but they're not, and they just continue to grow. See, they just continue to duplicate. Now in the middle, that's like 10 feet deep. So I'd be amazed if these things can get to 10 foot, but I guess they can. Isn't that pretty cool? Look. See how the pond is getting a whole new look? And this doesn't have any impact on the mammals. So no weed. Anybody watch my channel, it's that stuff if you're not careful. So let's just see where we see how this goes, where this is going. There it is. There it is. Oh, got a call. So now, this is where we get this stuff on you. I think you're permanently marked. It's very interesting to see how this all plays out. And with the pond, it's just a really nice, beautiful, the goal is to get the pond look good. And like I said, everybody, it's such a shame because so many years ago, I had nothing as pond, so it was totally perfectly clean. And anybody out there that's an expert pond person that's smarter than me and knows how to get rid of the lily pads without me getting a lawsuit filed against me for killing all the fish and killing other plants and other fish downstream, because this pond goes into other ponds and other waterways and eventually to the Chesapeake, to the Potomac River, eventually to the Chesapeake Bay. So what people don't know is, and I know because I worked in the oil industry, there's fish all over the place in this thing, is that they have a Chesapeake Bay Watershed Foundation, and they reward you for keeping your property extremely clean and no contamination in your waterways, but they penalize you like you can't believe if you contaminate the water. I mean, you can be talking big fines. Whole point of that is, there's none in my mind, I can find something that would kill this lily pads, but it would kill the fish, and then it would do harm down way, and I would have a major problem because somebody then would start tracing all the way back to my property where this all began. Then I'd be the guy with a major, probably, lawsuit and fine on my hands. Just like for me, had I only known like 5, 6, 7 years ago when Joe worked for me that this guy up on the hill drained his whole pond and excavated everything out of it, and all of his lily pad debris came through the streams off the mountain, I could have gone after that guy. Because his problem is now my problem. But Joe told me too later on that he's like, oh, the reason your pond now has lily pads is because the guy up on the mountain here excavated his whole pond, and he ripped out what you now have in your pond. I'm like, well, That's now, and so now for the evidence, being he rebuilt his pond and everything, it would be kind of like the hearsay of what he did or didn't do. So, oh well. So here it is. So, like tomorrow, I would definitely give it a good day to see how this pond transitions into a nice, the blue. So they're showing it here, the blue bayou, and the Staffordshire guy, he's awake over there. I don't know, I swear one of the dogs was down here looking at that thing earlier. So, whoa. So now, let's do this here. My hand is all trashed. Let's see if we can get more material out of this thing by going down here and emptying his bottle out. See that? A lot of material. I've been working in the office all morning long, and kind of set my day up for the guy that said he was going to come get the Harley. But it's all right, not a big deal. The no-show guy. For all I know, the guy shows up, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot to text you." But the guy's in Lynchburg, Virginia. He's a good 2 hours away from where I live. So I would have a hard time believing he would drive all up here without confirming the date. So somebody's texting me right now. And who is it? Nope. Just another damn solicitor of nothing. So, alright, that's it, everybody. Woo! Gotta go wash my hands off. Now I'm stained. Alright, so there you go, everybody. The afternoon, midday adventure. I really need to jump on my lawnmower and start cutting grass. So that's what I really need to do. Now, in some ways, would a nice rain coming in be to my advantage? Or not so much? Be amazed. Oh, look, so I got all of my shoes. But I'm wearing my boots that I bought. I bought these boots before the winter set in. Soles are gone. I've already worn the soles out. All right, I gotta get 2 hands here. Yeah, the smart guy would have worn gloves. Huh. Right? Does the fast orange take it off? I doubt it. Well, one thing creates another thing. Look at this here, everybody. I mean, this is going to take some time. I'm the blue-handed man, so yeah, no doubt I should have put rubber gloves on for that dye. Cleaned up okay, but this would probably take days and days of cleaning my hands to get all that. Now I'm blue. My blood is blue, everybody. I'm blue-blooded now. I'm official blue blood. Right? So now, boy, I tell you, it kind of warmed up. It was kind of chilly earlier, so now let's check the pool. The pool really has turned out to be really, really nice. It's incredible. This is the first time ever that I didn't drain my pool, and it's warm, so this is pretty cool. Even though today's kind of a cool day, the pool is actually warming up, so that's a good thing. And I just love my pool. Yeah, this chlorine here is so potent. This pool is pretty well chlorinated. Now what's so crazy is, where are my chlorine things? They're over here, trapped in the trapped. So I bet you if I hung out in the pool today, because this chlorine is, my wife sometimes will be leaving, going, I can smell that pool all over the house. I can too. Hell, if I swim in this thing, sometimes my clothes literally have a bit of a bleach. I just told you, it's like, wow, man. Are you sure you're in the safe area? Look at this tape. This tape is beyond unbelievable. This tape did what it's supposed to do. Uh-oh, guy's looking for me. This makes me think I'm at the nail salon where the women put their nails into a solution to get all the former nail polish off. Because right now, there's no doubt in my mind, if I kept my hand in here for a while, this would definitely dissipate. But oh well. It is what it is. Well, it's just time to put that thing in the shed. And how much fuel? Yeah, you know, for Julie and I, we really did weather through the storm. The pretty incredible, the winter that we went through here, and we really did weather through all of that, between the heaters, the electric heater, or I should say the propane little heater. I mean, it was a brutal winter. That was a long, and for Julie and I, we hung out here day in, day out, and we stayed out here every single night, everybody. That's one thing about my daughter. We had such a relationship of being together. Here's Brian. Let me take that. Yeah, anyways, so poor Brian. So Brian is going to be coming up in close to a year. In July, Brian will be a year with me and my company. And he still has no, I mean, I'm not lying to you. I'm not here being critical of Brian, but we have hundreds of locations. He still doesn't know. Yeah. He still doesn't know the locations. I mean, I have to still copy and paste addresses for him all the time. And so he just doesn't know because it's just too much. It takes so much time to learn my business just the driving around capability. So for him, he's calling me, he's lost. Even though he has navigation in that Chevy Blazer to take him right to the location, he's borderline still lost. Yeah. So my wife and I went to the DMV to get our real ID license. The DMV is on a main road, but the main road, it's not. It's sitting back behind like an industrial park. And if you don't understand all that stuff, my wife's like, I never would have found this place. If you hadn't driven me here, I would have been driving around in circles forever because the address shows it being right on the main road. It's not. You got to drive down a side road to get to the location. But I just know these things. I've lived behind the wheel of a car my whole life. And my wife cracks me up and starts telling me how to drive. Like, you go to work all day and sit behind a desk. I go to work all day and drive around the wheel of a car. Yeah, not today, because I revolved my day around thinking a guy's going to come look at my Harley Davidson motorcycle yet another day. And now I'm sitting around, I'm getting ready to jump on the lawnmower because where's Roland? So now I'm rolling. Yeah, whatever. I'm still bewildered why he's coming by here. I mean, I really think he's coming by to try to persuade me to go on a road trip with him, motorcycle riding. And it's like, buddy, I can't. Why don't you just tell me over your text, hey man, would you want to go with me on a road trip in June to blah, blah, blah? I'd be like, sure, sounds like a great idea for you, not me. It won't work, man. I'm going to be gone a lot, and I have to be back. Whatever. There it is.